Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me, it's lovely to see you. So I'm just here to do a quick intro video because we're going to be starting a new project going forwards. So you might have guessed, it's going to be a ring bound journal and I've never made one before, so I'm hoping it will go okay. I don't know exactly how much of it I will do on video, but we'll just see how it goes really. So the inspiration behind this, I'll just quickly show you. So the lovely Mandy from SunflowersAndDors kindly sent me some happy mail, and it was an absolutely fabulous happy mail. This was the first thing that arrived. It was it's a Tim Holtz memoranda paper pad, which I'm so excited about. I can't believe she sent this. But Mandy also sent me a box of goodies as well. Various different things were in it. And one of the things was 2 large playing cards. And I remembered, I think it's Tanya from Tatty Treasure who, when she did a ring bound journal, I think she did something with playing cards. And I think somebody else has as well. So really, I kind of saw that and thought, you know what, this paper pad will be absolutely perfect for a ring bound journal. So inside the paper pad, there's lots of blues, you know, all lovely blues like this. I don't know if you can see that if I bring it down. Lovely blues. And it's all sort of vintagey, you know, all like invoices and things. I'm sure you've seen lots of people using this kind of paper before. It's my first time seeing it in the flesh and it's really, really pretty. So I'll just show you what I'm planning on making the ring bound journal out of. So if I just move those over the way. Okay, so the first thing is I've got this book cover, and it's a Gordon Benningfield book cover, Poems of the Countryside. Now the cover actually goes this way, landscape, and you know, that's not, no one's gonna use a journal that way, are they? I mean, maybe if it was a sketchbook or something, maybe, but you know, a writing journal, not so much. So my thoughts, if we turn it this way, we could have this be the cover instead. So what I'm going to be doing is taking off the spine so that we just simply have the 2 pieces of cover. And this is what is going to be our base. I know a lot of people make their own book boards, but you know, I've already got these. They're nice and sturdy, and so therefore, you know, I'm going to use these. The spine is also quite thin anyway, so you probably wouldn't really make a journal out of this unless it was only going to be, you know, quite a thin one. So I thought this would be the perfect base, and it's this beautiful pale green, blue, teal kind of a colour. So if I bring out that flowery paper again, can you see that? It goes quite well, doesn't it? So I'm not going to be covering this. The cover itself is in quite good nick, so I'm just going to be having a topper on it or a book plate or something like that. Aside from that, you know, book corners and the like, but I'm not going to cover it with fabric or anything. So that's the first one. I'll probably only make one of the journals on camera, probably this one because it is the bigger book cover. But I am going to be making 2 in total, which for the other one I'm going to use this book cover. And for this one, I've decided I am going to cover this because the book cover, it's a little bit, you know, it's got like cracking here. It does look a little bit worse for wear, and I probably want to cover the name and title and stuff on the front anyway. So my thinking was, I've got a couple of panels of this vintage upholstery fabric. I don't have enough to make a full-blown journal cover, but I do have enough to cover each individual panel for the ring bound journal. So if we had this on the front, and then if we added a book plate somewhere there, I might get a more decorative book plate, but you know, just imagine that's kind of what I'm thinking for that. And then on the back, we'll have some more fabric, which I think I want to go this way. And this fabric, it's got flecks of gold in it. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but all of this is gold. So it's quite nice. And, you know, it's neutral enough, I think, to go with the blues and the Tim Holtz and the vintage kind of a feel. So really, the journals will be sort of pale blue-ish, but they'll have that sort of vintage kind of colours to them as well, like gold and vintage photo type colours. So yeah, that is the project. I'm really, really excited about it. I hope you will be as well. So the way that I'm going to film it is I'm going to make the ephemera or the pieces for the journal first. And my thinking there was I'm taking inspiration from a few people, and I'll mention them in a second. But yeah, I'm taking inspiration from people who've made ring-bound journals, but also normal journals. So the pieces that will go in this journal could be used for a ring-bound journal as well as a normal one. So I figured if we do the pieces together first, then you might get inspiration from that for just a regular journal, whether you're doing a ring-bound or not. So that's how we're going to film it. I will film as much of it as I can, I'm hoping, if it goes well. Fingers crossed. It's my first one, so I'll make one on camera with you and one off camera is my plan. And there are a few people that I'm taking inspiration from to make the pieces. Because I've never done one, I did feel like I should follow some kind of tutorial or some kind of videos. So the first person is Tanya from Tatty Treasure. I think she's done a Tim Holtz ring-bound journal quite recently, actually. The next person is Camellia Crafts Designs. And there's also Crafty Ali Creates. All three of those have done ring-bound journals of some sort, all in different themes, different styles, but they have all done them. And then there's also Mandy from SunflowersAndDors. I'm really right that I should be inspired by the person who, you know, made this project come about, really. And she's done a really fantastic page layout series where she was giving you ideas for journal pages. And a few of those look like they would work perfectly for a ring-bound journal. So I thought, you know what, let's kind of like combine the two, really. So I will link all of those channels down below, and if they've got a playlist linked to their ring-bound journal or the page layout series I've just mentioned, then I will link them below so you can take a look at who I'm inspired by for this project, and from that you might be able to see why. But of course, as always, I'm going to be putting my own flair on it as best I can anyway. So wish me luck as I try and make my very first one. And yeah, I hope you'll like the series. I hope it will be fun. I'll probably only do 1 or 2 videos a week for this project, because one of the things that excited me about a ring-bound journal was the prospect of being able to just do a page or 2 at a time and then bring it all together in the end. Rather than start with a cover first or something, I can just start with, you know, building up the pages and ephemera. So yeah, I just want to do a page or 2 at a time each week, come on and just do a little bit here, a little bit there, and then have it build up into something. So yeah, that will be the plan for that. So, you know, this will be mixed in with the other projects that I'm currently working on. So yeah, I hope you all stick around for this series. I hope you'll enjoy seeing these come together. I'm really excited to try something new. It's a bit of a challenge for myself in terms of doing a journal in this way, but I'm really excited about it, so that's the main thing, isn't it? And as always, thanks ever so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy the series. We will be kicking off later this evening. I'm going to put up a video in a few hours' time, which will be my first page. And then, as I say, we'll do a couple of videos a week, just for, you know, building up the pages. And as I say, yeah, I'll probably make the big one on camera just because it's maybe a little bit easier to see, and then I'll make this one off camera. So that's the plan. I hope you like the sound of the project. I hope you're excited as much as myself, and yeah, I hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.